The three things I wish I knew before I started in network marketing almost a decade ago. And the number third thing is probably going to shock you the most. But if you're new to me, my name is Julie Reynolds. I help network marketers build their business online. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. All right, so number one, the first thing that I did wrong, and man, do I wish I would have known this earlier, is that I started on the wrong platforms, right? So I felt like I was spinning my wheels. I started on Facebook, I started on Instagram, and I grew on there for several years. And what I wish I knew is that YouTube, where you're finding me right now, was going to be the biggest money maker for me and help me grow my business to the top ranks of my company because of YouTube, because of the videos. And so I didn't know what I didn't know because everybody teaches how to build on, social media, how to build on Facebook, how to build on Instagram, and now obviously, of course, how to build on TikTok. But I didn't know that the residual income and the products that, the orders that I get for products keep coming in on autopilot and people asking to join my team because of YouTube. So if you are wanting to learn on YouTube as well, like I did, I have a free masterclass on how I've been able to build my business to the top on YouTube because I was really like at the time, one of the only network marketers on there. And it was amazing what started to happen to my business. So I wish that I would have known the right platform to be on because I was so busy with the Facebook and the Instagram and I would put out this amazing content and then I felt like I heard crickets, right? So when I started to learn about interruption marketing versus intent marketing, I knew that I had to be on an SEO platform like YouTube. And I'm so glad that I dove all in. Yes, YouTube takes some strategy, it takes some work, and it is definitely something about the consistency of it. But I am so glad that I was able to dive all into YouTube, although it was like 5 or 6 years later. I just wish it was before I had, gotten started really to know that like this was an amazing platform for you to be building your business. Now, the second thing that I wish I would have known before I started network marketing is how important it is to create a brand for yourself. Okay. So here's what happened to me. When I first got started in this network marketing space, it was really the first opportunity somebody had ever exposed me to, and it was all things makeup. And as you can see, like I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, maybe some mascara, but that's it, right? So when I first started in network marketing and they had all these get ready with me videos and they had people doing makeup tutorials, I didn't feel qualified. And quite honestly, I didn't feel passionate about putting makeup on and teaching people how to make makeup, how to apply their makeup. And so I started to create a brand that was authentic to me, that talked about things that made me interested and, that I wanted to share, that kind of lit a fire underneath me. And because I was able to create a brand for myself, when I did pivot to another company, it was a totally different company. It was a health and wellness company, as you can probably see here on this channel, right? And so because I had created and taken the time to create my own personal brand, it was a very seamless transition. Had I have, branded myself as somebody that was the makeup girl or somebody that was the lash girl or something like that, because it was branded about my product and not me, it would have been a far harder transition. But here's the other thing with regards to making sure that you're creating a brand for yourself and not your business. Because I have a brand, I've been able to create courses. I've been able to affiliate with other offers. I've been able to build my network marketing business. I've been able to build other businesses because of my brand. And so I wish I would have known this. It took me several years after I had gotten started in the network marketing space to really learn about branding. So if I were brand new in the network marketing space, I would definitely recommend that you don't just post your products, but you actually create value and create a brand for yourself, because that brand can never be taken away from you no matter what happens with your network marketing company, no matter what happens in life in your journey. And if you decide to pivot and you decide to change, it doesn't matter because your brand is you, right? And so because I was able to create that brand and build it even here on YouTube, like I said, it has been amazing. Now, if you want to watch my video on all things branding, I'm going to link it right here for you. Watch it after I get done with this third tip, because I'm telling you this third tip is going to help you just make sure that you're committed to growing your business. Okay, so definitely make sure you watch that off. Also, if you do want to see my masterclass on all things YouTube, I'm going to link it in the description of this video so that you can check it out. Now, the third tip that I wish I knew before I started in network marketing is this saying right here. And so I want you to like really pay attention for the saying because it's so true. In the beginning of network marketing, you're going to work a lot for a little. But it then switches and you're going to work a little for a lot. And what does that really mean? That really means that in the beginning, you're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're going to feel like you're putting out so much value because you've created that brand. You're going to feel like you are putting out tons of content and you're doing your posts and you're doing your stories and you're doing your YouTube videos and it's not working and you're only making maybe $100, $200, $300, a month, and you're like, oh my God, this network marketing thing doesn't work. But what I'm telling you is if you consistently show up every single day and you put in the content and you put in the conversations, your business is going to grow brick by brick by brick by brick. And so while it seems like you're just putting out so much content, you're working so hard in the beginning for such a little amount of money, all of a sudden, when you start to gain a team, you start to get momentum, you start to hit those rank advancements, what ends up happening is you're working far less and you're making a lot more, right? And so I wish that I would have, gotten started. And I think that that's the problem that's wrong in this network marketing space is it's like, oh yeah, you could easily make money online and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Anybody that tells you that it's easy, that you can make, a lot of money right away, they're not being honest with you. And so I want you to realize that it is going to take time. It is going to take consistency. It is going to take grinding that pavement, so to speak, over and over and over again. And maybe you're not going to get rewarded right away financially for it. But if you stay consistent, if you get better at your marketing, if you get better at your crafting, if you're building on YouTube and you're building a brand and you're doing all of these other things, it is going to happen for you. And so I really love that quote of you work a lot for a little, but then all of a sudden it kind of switches and you work a little for a lot. And I'm so grateful that I was able to kind of overcome that, that time where I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep putting in the work. I'm going to keep putting in the work. But more importantly, as I was putting in the work, what I was doing is I was bettering my craft. I was getting really good at marketing. I was reading marketing books. I was reading personal development books. I didn't just put posts up and then expect them to go viral. I really started to dive into all the nuances on social media, how to build over on YouTube and how to make sure that I understood SEO and search engine optimization. And so as you're putting in the work, you also need to be putting in the learning, because quite honestly, nobody went to school to get a master's or an undergraduate degree in network marketing, right? It takes time, it takes skills and leadership. All of that is probably something that you've never learned. So as you're putting in the work and you're building brick by brick by brick by brick, make sure that you're doing not only the personal development, but you're doing the professional development as well, because you weren't taught the skills that are needed in order to build online. So if I were to get started, those are the 3 things that I would definitely make sure I would do. If you want to see how I've recruited hundreds of people, I'm going to attach it to the end of this video. But again, if you want to get my free masterclass on how I've been able to grow my business on YouTube, I'm going to link it right here for you so that you can watch that masterclass as well. And hey, this is Julie Reynolds for another episode of Julie Reynolds TV.